It is Monday and it's 7, so I'm here on the internet. And I was supposed to have Jesse Terry tonight, but he had a very, very good reason to not be able to do this with me because he is recording his new album. And I guess, technology is a funny thing, and it wasn't quite participating for him. Hey, Chris! So it's just going to be me tonight. But I do have a special project that I'm hoping that she'll all help me with a little bit. And just let me know. I'm going to play a tune, and maybe just let me know if the sound's good. You could do a thumbs up. Or if you can't hear something, let me know that too. Oh, it fit like a glove. How you used me for love, you devil. I dodged a bullet when you lost your nerve. Hey, Dan. I'm better than a midnight ride. I'm better than the love of your life. You're feeling like a big man now. Gold wrappers are the center of your worth. You're feeling like you got some girth. You're feeling like a big man now. Oh, it fit like a glove. How you used me for love, you devil. I dodged a bullet when you lost your nerve. Hey, Alexi. You took me to the woods for a ride. You made me feel like flying. You're feeling like a big man now. You took your time and used me. Did it feel like a movie? You're feeling like a big man now. Oh, it fit like a glove. How you used me for love, you devil. I dodged a bullet when you lost your nerve. Are we sinners if no one ever says we're wrong? Are we sinners? Are we sinners if no one ever says we're wrong? I never caused you pain. I never cursed your name. You're feeling like a big man now. And with that introduction, Scott. Hey, Veronica, thank you for thinking my mic is cool. This is a blue microphone. I know that it is blue, but it's also called blue. I think it's cool, too. So, for those of you who don't know...
I heard you already introduced.
For those of you who don't know, I do this every Monday night. This is my virtual world tour, and I always have a guest. And there have been maybe two other times where I didn't have a guest songwriter. No, a guest singer-songwriter. And my husband Scott filled in. And when I mentioned last week that my singer-songwriter guest had to not participate, there was a request for Scott. So here he is. This is Scott. He looks a little different. Last week he looked like Loki from Vikings with a big beard. I was a little startled when I first saw this, but he just said okay because he wanted me to stop talking so he can talk. I just want you to know what just happened. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the intro song.
It wasn't that. I didn't do that on purpose, honey.
I feel like you did.
I didn't.
You chose that song.
I chose that song.
And you knew you were going to introduce me next.
Right, but I didn't choose the song.
Am I the big man?
No.
That both hurts.
Anyway. So the project tonight is this. I am a finalist in a songwriting competition. And I became a finalist last year with old songs. And obviously we had to cancel last year, so now this contest is in October. And they have said that I can submit 2 new songs that I've written in the past year. And I don't know what the best 2 are.
Okay.
And he doesn't either.
Oh, okay.
When I asked you, you said you didn't want to do that.
Okay.
So I'm sure you have an opinion. So, I'm looking for feedback tonight. If you hear a song and you're like, that's the one, that will help me a lot.
Good idea.
Thank you.
That doesn't qualify, though, because you wrote that years ago.
No, that one doesn't count. I'll make sure to let you know when a song is a viable option.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
That's a great idea.
Okay.
And once again, if you tuned in to see Jesse Terry, I am sorry.
Can you all hear Scott okay? Can someone just give me a thumbs up if you can hear Scott okay?
I'm going to go listen to myself when you sing your next song. So
Someone will let us know. You don't have to do that.
it's a little weird sometimes when you sing the song and I'm right here. Sometimes.
Oh, it's weird to react on camera?
Yeah, because I just have to sit here and stare at
And be
people.
cute?
Yeah, and whatever.
You're just going to see our marriage on full display tonight, my friends. Okay, so this first song is a viable...
Not all of it.
What?
Not all of it.
Not all of what?
The marriage.
No, they don't get to see all of the marriage. Just the interesting part.
Oh, ouch.
Sorry. So this song, hi Claudia, thank you. And just one more time, Jesse Terry was supposed to be my guest tonight. And I'm so sorry if you've come hoping to hear Jesse Terry, but I promise we're gonna reschedule him. He has gone down south to work on recording his album and is having some technology issues with streaming. So that's why he's not here, but we are gonna reschedule, and I love Jesse Terry. And
Just your husband.
This is Scott. So my new album is like close to done. We got mixes back. Hey Rachel, this is the title track. It's called Daughter. And I think what I'm most excited about on this tune is that Lloyd Maines is playing on it on the record. And if you don't know who Lloyd Maines is, do a quick little Google. When I was young, I was the good Lord's daughter. Didn't do nothing that would stir the water. Hey, Ellen. My hair in pigtails and my saddle shoes laced. You could read my heart by the smile on my face. Oh, dream long and slow, but it don't mean nothing about the way things go. Now I'm racing against the clock and wondering when I'll ever fit into those old blue jeans. I know my heart, I know myself, I love my life, but I don't know what any of it means. And so I'll spend another day, put another suitcase down, and say, Daddy, you were right, Daddy, you were right again. Oh, When I was young, I wanted somebody to kiss me, someone to hold me, somebody to miss me. 'Cause in my mind it was the end of the story. It was lovely, man, and it was holy. Oh, dream long and slow, but it don't mean nothing about the way things go. Now I'm racing against the clock and wondering when I'll ever fit into those old blue jeans. I know my heart, I know myself, I love my life, but I don't know what any of it means. And so I'll spend another day, put another suitcase down, and say, Daddy, you were right, Daddy, you were right again. Oh, If I got you as a believer. The girl that I am thinks that nobody can see her. Oh, dream long and slow, but it don't mean nothing about the way things go. Now I'm racing against the clock and wondering when I'll ever fit into those old blue jeans. I know my heart, I know myself, I love my life, but I don't know what any of it means. And so I'll spend another day, put another suitcase down, and say, Daddy, you were right. Daddy, you were right again. When I was young, I was the good Lord's daughter. That song had something to do with you.
Yay.
Last week I had Jim Trick on the show, and he heard the last verse, and he said, "Who's the last verse about? Is that about Scott?" And I said, "Yes, it is. Very astute." Hey, thank you, Rodrigo. And hey, Jim. So,
Speaking of daughter, Callie's giving us a good sound check up there, and she requested a shout out. So this
Hello,
is the
Callie.
Shout out to Callie.
So for those of you just tuning in, this is my virtual world tour. I do this every Monday night, usually with another singer-songwriter splitting the screen with me. But tonight you get Scott, and I don't. Hey, Aunt Marcia. No, I'm not sorry at all. I think people requested you last week. You have a thing on here.
Oh, the wardrobe change. Did you notice?
No, I didn't, but maybe somebody else did. Did anyone else notice his wardrobe change? So the project tonight is that I'm trying to deduce what my best two newer songs are that I could submit to this songwriting competition. Aunt Marcia says, "Take off the hat."
Sorry.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I have a love-hate relationship with songwriting competitions because I think that we as small, tiny little businesses do better when we lift each other up rather than compete. I don't really like competing. It's very stressful. Hey, Denise! Denise requested you.
Oh, wish granted.
Ask, and it is given, Denise. So I'm going to try a new song.
Oh, wow. All right.
This is not necessarily in the running. I suppose it could be.
Shot me to hold.
So one thing that's not great, I'm assuming, Scott can comment on this, that's not great about being married to a singer-songwriter is that every time they write a song, they text it to you and then expect some sort of response. Not a critique. I don't necessarily want criticism. I just want an acknowledgement that I listened to it, or a, that was nice.
No, I think you want that plus.
But at least that.
Yeah.
How about at least that?
Yeah.
Rachel! That's the minimum I'm looking for. Maybe Rachel can contribute.
This is setting up to be bad for me.
I'm not setting anything up too bad for you. I'm just saying that whenever I write a song, which is at least once a week, I text it to him and hope that he'll respond and acknowledge receipt of said song.
Okay.
He usually doesn't respond. So I don't know if he's ever heard this before. I'll assume he hasn't.
Wow.
This is called Spring Again. It's over with, a little bit of motion and one last kiss. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's come to this. I'm over it, I'm gone. Thank your lucky stars, I found you bottom feeder and now here you are. I wouldn't shed a tear, but you've come so far. You got your car now dry. Looking back now, I know that you soured my lips. It isn't profound, but now that I've found the ground I started with, I am just longing to be singing my song again. Snow started melting try to rebuild bridges, but the air is tense. Our love swims with the fishes, and the waves can wash away my tears. Is your mama proud? Secrets hidden in the walls must scream so loud. She's gotta know her baby is a thundercloud, though you vowed to stay clean. Looking back now, I know that you found me open. I hear the sound of all of my mindless devotion. I am here longing to be singing my song again. Snow started melting. Give me spring again. I would just like to say that it's really awkward to have you in the shot while I'm singing the song and you're just staring at me.
I don't. That's why I leave.
Maybe if you looked elsewhere.
May I comment?
Thank you, Roger. Yes, you may comment.
Okay, so-
I don't want to critique.
I have 2 comments.
Okay, what are your comments?
Comment number 1
Yes.
is that just in general,
Yeah.
and it's difficult for me to not speak for 3.5 minutes and still be somewhat engaged and not completely zoned out in space.
Okay, you have a little attention issue.
Yeah, that's just general number 1.
Okay.
I want to hear me.
Hey, Paul!
Number 2, did you write that today?
No,
I swear to God, I've never heard that song before.
I definitely texted it to you. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, so it was a nice song.
Thank
I'm
you.
87% sure you wrote that today.
Did not write
while
that
I was
today.
Gone.
Nope,
Are you sure?
positive.
You definitely texted
Wrote
it
it
to me.
months ago, definitely texted it to you.
Did I say I liked it?
No,
Okay.
I don't remember the last time you responded to a song I sent you, except for the ones about you.
Okay, we need tips for therapy. Send tips, please.
So I'd just like to give a shout out. Paul Gerard is here. My very first music video is called Marilyn. You can go see this on YouTube. And at the time, Scott and I were acquaintances. Maybe more like we were new friends.
Sure.
And I taught his children music. And I needed, what I was looking for in the music video was someone to be a really awkward superhero.
Mission accomplished.
And so at one point I had seen a picture of Scott dressing up for Halloween in a superhero costume. I thought, there's my guy. So he created a character called Captain Bumbershoot. He had an umbrella emblem. And this video has our very first hug at the very end, you can see, just before he flies off. And Paul was the mayor in the video.
Oh, okay, yep. So,
Hey, Claudia. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. So anyway, that's all full circle there. That's who Paul is, and I'm really glad that he's here right now.
flash forward, we're married.
Now we're married, yeah.
Neither of my kids play music anymore.
But that's okay, because they're delights. So I'll do another song from the new album.
Have I heard it?
Yes, because it's on the new album,
Great.
which will be coming out this summer. And I don't know if you've noticed my incessant YouTube video posting, but I recently learned how to sync audio and video. So follow me or subscribe on YouTube. A lot of these songs are going to be up there soon. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb right now. I usually keep lyrics in front of me for this song. And I'm just going to try it without. So this is called Lone Star. This is one of my favorites. I'm tempted to submit this as one of the 2 songs. Something about a summer night spent talking, just talking. Something in your summer eyes I'm liking. I hear you, Ryan. I'm liking. I've been a lone star as long as I've been here. but you offer up a glass that I can bear. And it's a real sure thing, we're all gonna fall. I'd rather spill the cup than feel nothing at all. This Lone Star. Sitting around this summer fire, we're drinking, just drinking. I'd like to ask you all the things you're thinking, but what am I thinking? I've been a lone star as long as I've been here, but you offer up a glass that I can bear. And it's a real sure thing, we're all gonna fall. I'd rather spill the cup than feel nothing at all. This Lone Star, this Lone Star. Help me, I'm burning up, I don't wanna give it up. Help me, I'm burning up for you. Something in your summer eyes I'm liking, but what are you hiding? 'Cause it's a real sure thing, we're all gonna fall. I'd rather spill the cup than feel nothing at all. This Lone Star, this Lone Star. Dave, hello.
I like that one.
Do you like that one? Thank you.
I do. That's a good one.
Neat hat.
Thanks, Star Wars.
You like that song because it's inspired by you. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. So on that song, every time you sing it though,
Yeah.
when you say I want to know all the things you're thinking.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I think you probably would be like, I want to know like 60% of the things
I
you're
don't really
thinking.
want to know what you're thinking.
I don't really want to know all of it anymore. Around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I want to know a little bit less. And the volume down.
You're a loud talker. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mike and Rodrigo. And I don't know how to pronounce I don't know how to pronounce that, Cass. But I recognize it, and thank you, and I miss you too. I think I know that you're Cassidy. So I had a question.
Sorry.
I know, that usually happens, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not a question, it's a comment. So I've been working really hard to try to broaden my platforms on which I do things. So I've started TikToking and making the YouTube videos. And what I've noticed, and I never noticed this before here, when I sing, my eyebrows shoot up in the air. I feel like I sing songs like this at least 75% of the song with my eyebrows up in the air. And I wish that I didn't, and I don't know how to not to.
Well, maybe we can do a little makeup-y thing.
So I'm
Can we
trying,
do a
I just,
makeup-y thing?
if I look like I'm scowling, it's just because I'm trying to not do this the whole time. Anyway, hi Cassidy. Okay, I'll do another new song that's a contender. Thank you, Claudia. I kind of think I'm leaning that way too. This is another contender off the new album. It's called Small Town Lament. I don't know. I'd be interested to see how many of you guys live in a small town, because small town America is its own thing. That's what I've learned.
I live in a small town.
It's true, Ryan. When you put your eyebrows up, it does help you raise the pitch of the note. That's a singing tip straight from Ryan. Oh my gosh, Ryan, I have a really important question for you. So when you were on this show with me, pronounced your last name Biter, like lighter. And then I had Bob Simpson on the show, and he said bitter. And I thought to myself, oh my God, is that why Ryan was giggling so much? Because I kept saying his name wrong, and I didn't know. And I need to know how to correctly say your name. It's been plaguing me. Can you please let me know? Thank you. Brian McCloskey, hey! Okay, small town lament.
Wait.
What?
Where am I looking? Am I leaving? You want me to stay? Am I looking off in the distance?
Oh, thank God, Ryan, that Bob was wrong. Because I just felt so guilty that I had said your name wrong for an entire show. Okay. No, you're a wonderful human.
Did you pronounce Ryan right?
I think I pronounced Ryan right.
Rion?
It's not Rion.
It's not Rion.
Okay, you can stay in the screen for this one.
That way.
Actually, you can do the crowd participation singing. I wrote this song a year ago, just before we couldn't go anywhere anymore. And I wrote it because I wanted a song that had crowd participation for all the people I'd be singing for all of 2020. And so that's what the ooh part is your part.
I will help you.
That's fine. You can pretend.
Tired of living in a small town, in the woods by the sea. I do one tiny little thing and everybody knows me. So I smile at the man at the diner, I smile at the lady downtown. I do one tiny little thing and word gets around. Sometimes I go drinking, I never go too far. No, I'm not thinking when I get back in my car. I breathe in deep and lustful, I breathe in 'cause it's good. I breathe in 'cause it's legal and I think everybody should. That's just the way it goes. I know whether you're up or down, word gets around. Word gets around. So I smile at the man at the diner, I smile at the lady downtown. I do one tiny little thing and word gets around. I know, that's just the way it goes. I know.
I don't know where to look now.
Oh, Dave Eschbach is here, and Dave Schulenberg suggests super glue for the eyebrow issue. I mean,
You could just Draw them on.
Thank you, Rodrigo. I could draw them on, but then I'd have 2 sets. I don't. It's trust me, guys. Once you like start looking at yourself in videos all the time, you're gonna notice a lot of weird little quirks that you have.
Thank you.
It's very hard to undo them. Thank you.
I did the thank you.
Oh, my thank you. You did, didn't you? He's something. So I'm gonna do a real new song. I was gonna bring the music stand in, but why don't you just hold this?
Oh, that'll give me a task.
I'll give you a task. Now, this song you did react to.
I love tasks.
He reacted to this song. He said, "It is long." That was his comment on this song. Now, listen, guys. You don't need to chime in and say he was right at the end.
Wouldn't hurt.
It might hurt. It might hurt me on the inside. Just smile and nod if you don't like it. Anyway, I'm in a songwriting group, and every week we have to write to a prompt. Oh, thank you, Denise. And the prompt that we got last week was handlebars, and I started thinking about when I was a kid, riding my bike was my favorite thing, man. We lived in this neighborhood. It was a big circle. It was a mile around. And I'm amazed, as strict as my parents were, that they let me just go off around all by myself. But it was the best feeling in the world. And I was thinking about how I even got my first bike because we were super duper poor. And my very first bike, when I was little, my aunt and uncle had seen me just sitting on the side of the road watching other kids ride their bikes by, and they felt bad, so they surprised me with a bike. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, I agree, quirks are good. Unless your eyebrows are like this the whole time. So anyway, they bought me that bike, and then a few years later, I wanted a big kid bike, and my parents, again, couldn't afford it, so I sold all of my McDonald's toys, and I raised enough money myself to buy a bike. So anyway, that's what this song is about, my bike. See you, Rodrigo.
We didn't have much, I was lucky to feel like a kid. I see it now, we were just surviving, and I don't think my mama really lived. Down the street were all the friends with their shiny 2 wheels to ride. I'd sit on the rocks and hope they'd stop and say, "Come on, girl, let's go for a ride." And we're driving faster, wanna see around the bend in the road. Race past mean dogs and hope they don't follow you home. I wasn't broken by the wanting, I always believed in stars. And I knew someday I'd get my own handlebars. Sitting back and letting it happen was never gonna work for me. Took my Happy Meal toys and put them on a table for sale in a sort of roadside menagerie. A fresh new Franklin never felt so good. I was the king of the world, a kid. So my dad picked me up and we went to the shop, and then I pedaled faster than I ever had. And we're riding faster, wanna see around the bend in the road. Chase past mean dogs and hope they don't follow you home. I wasn't broken by the wanting, I always believed in me. And I knew someday I'd make everybody see. Ooh. Some mornings it's easier to let the sun shine on alone. Like the weight of it all just gonna make you fall. Better off to protect those weary bones. Deep inside, the little girl hiding, saying, "This is not enough for me." So I pick myself up and drink down a cup and say, "Come on, girl, let's ride that rush of caffeine." Riding faster, I wanna see around the bend in the road. Race past mean dogs and hope they don't follow you home. I wasn't broken by the wanting, I always
Thank you, Claudia. Tim says, so dedicated. Do you mean me or Scott?
I think it's me.
because he was holding the lyrics up the whole time. That is dedication,
That was my first job.
especially
For
for a
you.
long song.
That's
I
weird.
mean,
All right, it maybe wasn't that long. In the folk world, if this was a folk world,
yep,
that's just the introduction to a song. That's not.
it's
even-
true. It could be longer.
Yes, that's almost nothing.
Songs could be longer.
But you crammed a lot of words in there. And
Well, I
frankly,
had
I think you missed an opportunity
Which opportunity did
The
I miss?
opportunity
Thank you, David.
to write a mustache song. Handlebar, you could have written all about the great men with handlebar mustaches. And
I
women.
could have. Oh, Paul, thank you for being here. You put a smile on my face. Thank you, Tim, for recognizing our mutual dedication here. Oh, man. Mustaches. I had to Google what a handlebar mustache was. I know that's ridiculous, but I didn't know.
You're a little too young to know Raleigh fingers.
I don't know what that is.
So I told you to look up Raleigh.
I don't know
fingers.
what that is.
Yeah.
My knowledge of mustaches is mostly surrounding, I used to work at a Renaissance fair. I played the piano, and one of our tasks was they would have these contests on certain weekends, and one contest they had was the beard and mustache contest
Oh, yeah.
that I used to have to accompany music.
Oh,
There
okay.
were some sights in that facial hair. Oh, that's true. The Boss Tones have some pretty good short songs. Anyway, I just don't know a lot about mustaches. And speaking of things that I need to Google, I work out every day. My gym is our living room.
Not to brag. Not to
This
brag.
is not a brag thing.
Work
It's
out
just that
every day.
the most important piece here is that I do this every day. And the only way I can motivate myself to work out is by listening to the Amazon Prime hip hop workout playlist. And the lyrics show up on the screen. So I'm like doing my burpees or whatever I'm doing. That was a humble brag. You didn't call me out on that one. Whatever I'm doing, and I can see the lyrics. And I kid you not, every single one of these raps mentioned a wraith, like W-R-A-I-T-H. And now to me, a wraith is just like a waify child.
Can we stop and delay your song to talk about He's Right, Snidely Whiplash?
Snidely whiplash
Yes.
mustache. Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Well, anyway, I had to Google what a wraith was because I thought it was like a mythical creature. I'm like, why is every single rapper talking about a wraith? It's a car, guys. It's a car. I Googled it, and now there are so many more terms in the hip hop workout playlist that I need to Google. I just feel like my whole world,
Don't Google all of them.
my whole world is just opening right up because of this playlist.
We are very different people.
You don't get pumped up by hip hop,
I run and listen to podcasts. I
That's
listen to people talk about comic books.
but you're one of those weirdos that enjoys running. I do not enjoy running. Although Tim is correct, I did love to do Taebo.
Billy Banks?
Did anybody else do Taebo in the early 2000s? Oh, that was the first workout I ever did.
I was chasing around with my first set of kids.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that. Anyway, what's another song that I wrote that I could share?
Oh, good lord. I'm not going to play that game.
We'll do, I'm gonna do an older tune. I'm gonna do The Trouble. And I will also accept requests. If anybody has a request and I know the tune, even kind of know it, I'll try it for you. Let me know. I'm also accepting requests for YouTube videos. So if anyone has an idea for a YouTube video I could make, let me know.
Do you want me to do the introduction? I've heard this song a lot of times.
Yeah, tell us about this song.
Well, this song is partially an Irish folk song called The Mountain Something. The Mountain Path, the Mountain Trail, the Mountain Spring.
Do you fancy yourself an MC?
And the other part I wrote myself. So when I was learning the accordion.
Ooh, Tim, is that a request for
Oh,
tonight,
that's
or
a
is
good
that a request for a YouTube video? Clarify. I love that song.
Just do it.
Need the lyrics?
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
How'd it come to this? You got me all wrong. I've been living like my life is a song, and I know now that it's all gone. I don't wanna crash, I don't wanna burn so far away from my home. I've been lost and I've been found. I my fears. You got a candle, but I need a lantern below. I don't wanna fall, I don't wanna lose my way. I've been lost and I've been found. I've been bleeding on the ground. It's the rain that washes away. Hey Frank, the pain from the first mistake. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home. I've been lost, and I've been found. I've been bleeding on the ground. It's the rain that washes away the pain from the first mistake.
I don't know why that just tickles me to do that. So, I don't know if y'all were watching this, but we had a request from my friend Tim for a song. Back when you played for people in real life in person, and I had bar gigs, Scott would be the guy on standby. So if someone requested a song that I kind of knew, but maybe not all the words, I'd give him this look. We had a really good system.
We did.
It was a system that involved no talking, and he would know it's time to get the lyrics ready for me. We're clearly a little rusty because he thought I wanted the lyrics to my own song, which is not unheard of.
Yeah, that would not be the first time that had happened.
No, I often forget my own words.
You want to make sure these are the appropriate
Oh,
ones?
Dave, I will absolutely play America for you. Yes, I'm gonna try this song for Tim first.
Want to make sure this is the right version?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
Why, is there something funky in there?
No, there's nothing for
Okay. So I haven't sung this song in a long time, maybe 2 years. So no promises here, but it's good we're right in the middle of the live stream. I can redeem myself after. And totally, give me more requests.
Another head hangs lonely, child is slowly taken. The violence causes
that song. Thank you, Tim. Something about that second verse where it talks about 1916. My grandfather was born in 1916, and he was Irish, and it always just like makes me feel it even more. I love that song.
She gets right to the chorus.
Yeah, it's just short and sweet.
Love that.
Great song.
So I noticed something.
What?
So for those of you that don't know, because you can only see from here up, Grace is a foot swinger. When you play, you're a foot swinger. Like you swing your feet, particularly your left foot.
Okay.
When you
Neat.
Once in a while you do the right, but
Yeah.
most of the time it's left foot. When you get to the chorus on this one, you marched. You went both legs.
I did?
It was really neat. Yeah, so you went two legs on that. You were marching right along with that one. I think next time I'm going to record that.
Or maybe not. That's
No,
fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, Alyssa. Allison? Is it Allison? Thank you. Anyway. Dave requested America. That's a fun transition from zombie to America. Taking more requests. That was really fun. Send them over. And while I'm at it, it would mean the world to me if you don't already follow or like my Facebook page, if you would do that, and or subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put it as a clickable link up above, provided I didn't put in a typo. But I've been working really hard to put up new videos there all the time. I'm not funny on TikTok. If you have TikTok, you can follow me. I'm working on being funnier. I don't know.
That's not a good advertisement.
Well,
See me on TikTok.
come see me
I
on
am
TikTok.
Not funny.
I'm not funny. But I think the humor is watching me try
Oh, okay.
to be funny. That's where the humor is.
Joyce said I'm beautiful.
My mother thinks you're beautiful. That's really nice.
I love you too, Joyce.
Okay, America.
It's much harder where I shiver, drinking water from the river. It's a gold rush, it's the harsh touch of America. I see her standing, oh so boldly. Take more time out than what she told me. My back is breaking while she is raking in America. But how can I live it up when I can't even fill my cup? Brings all I can do. 'Cause they don't see these sturdy feet walking miles just to meet the end. Is it coming soon? So take your hand out of your pocket and take your hood off while you're walking. You can see me, but I don't see you, America. But how can I live it up when I can't even fill my cup? Brings all I can do. 'Cause they don't see these sturdy feet walking miles just to meet the end. Is it coming soon? 'Cause it's much harder where I shiver, drinking water from the river. It's a gold rush, it's the harsh touch of America.
I need to show you this.
So-
Ryan, you are a delight. just made me
I
giggle.
was just thinking we could have a really fun game to see if people can make you laugh as you're singing.
That could be fun, yeah, trying to make me laugh. Ryan Biter, I was right, is an amazing singer-songwriter, and he's really funny, see? And you should check him out, Ryan Biter. I feel like I should have Ryan back on this show. I so thoroughly enjoyed him. Thank you, Ryan. Hey, Amanda and Ken. So if you're just joining us now, we have a project we're cumulatively doing tonight, which is that I'm a finalist in a songwriting competition, and they've said that we can submit 2 additional songs because all the songs that we were accepted on were written like 2 years ago. So I'm trying to decide what are my best 2, and I just don't know. Ooh, Tim, do you mean you've got a friend like, do you mean the Carole King song? Or do you mean Toy Story? Anyway, that's what we're doing tonight. And speaking of songs that have places in them.
I was gonna say, so this might lead into that very song. We'll see how good I am.
Did you read my
at this.
mind?
I don't know if I read your mind, but I was thinking several times when I get anxious and I don't know where to look. My usual go-to from when I'm super nervous is to grab your hand and hang on bitterly tight because I get nervous. I don't know if it's that song that you're gonna sing.
That's the one I'm gonna sing.
But that made me think of that song. I was thinking that earlier tonight. And I also, just for the record, everybody was watching America for the foot movement. This is I'm gonna do a little.
What was I doing that
foot
time?
sign language. We got the left foot pump, and the right. Stretch.
What do you mean pump? What was I doing with the foot?
So it's this foot right here is the pump, and stretch. So pump, and stretch.
I did that. I wish people could see.
So
that's
what
true.
we got on that one.
I did that.
That is the foot sign language.
Well, you know, and I was talking about this the other day.
First of all,
What?
we were not even close to the Tim Pickett.
Yes, we were. Tim said James Taylor, but that's the Carole King song. Carole King wrote that. Oh, Denise, yes, absolutely. I'll do that after this next one. Okay, so here's the story. Well, it's not really a story. This is an anecdote. But when we could still do things with other people in real life, we took the baby on a plane.
By the baby,
And
you mean me?
I mean my son, our son. And
Ouch.
our collective son. And I get a tiny little bit anxious flying, but not really. And not that anxious. And what I wanted in the plane was to just relax, at least for a portion of the flight. Maybe 15 minutes, that would be cool. But he was so worked up with anxiety over flying that he couldn't help me at all. He couldn't help me at all.
I was
And I was trying really hard to be an understanding wife, but when you're sleep deprived from having an infant, and they just want to nurse all the time, and then you just want a 15-minute break, it's really hard. It's really hard to be understanding.
So my fear of flying, you were not sympathetic or empathetic, I don't think either. You were neither of the.
No, I
effects.
was annoyed. That's what I was. Annoyed. But anyway, you weren't always afraid of flying, were you?
No, I spent the early part of my career flying all over the world, and then eventually had a tough experience flying basically kind of over the Ozarkish area, and then towards Colorado, towards a place. But it was, and I had a brutal experience, and then that was so far, it was just before, I think it was like
Right before 9/11.
and that was it, and I just could not.
Gerald!
Oh my God.
Here we've got a JetBlue pilot here.
Sorry.
We only fly JetBlue.
That is true.
It is true.
That
Those
is
the planes we feel safest on. Anyway,
Yeah, it was not good.
so a couple of experiences ruined it for you.
Yeah, a couple bad experiences.
So I then got a prompt to write a song about turbulence. It was turbulence. And so I just thought that I would try to have a little more understanding about Scott's condition.
My pain is
Can I call it a condition?
my condition? Anxious is my condition.
That's your condition.
Every time I get anxious about something, your condition.
So this is a song I wrote
About my condition?
about Scott's condition.
You might not know it to look at me, but I'm as soft as they come.
No.
I wear my heart out on my sleeve and watch me come undone. Woman, you found me broken and searching for a home. Oh, fortune, I followed you to Colorado. You leave me breathless, and I can't stand no more.
Ken just made me laugh.
You take your shoes off, so free and fearless. I wonder if I should have known. It's best to let you roam. Roam. The Rocky Mountains I could see for the first time from above. The plane was shaking. I was thinking, oh, what we do for love. Oh man, I should have listened. What a tremulous way to start. Oh, fortune, I followed you to Colorado. You leave me breathless, and I can't stand no more. You take your shoes off, so free and fearless. I wonder if I should have known. It's best to let you roam. Roam. Cautious steps like I was taking before you came to my door would leave me safe. I'd never know about life and loss and light and love. Losing Colorado, you leave me breathless, and I can't stand no more. You take your shoes off, so free and fearless. I wonder if I should have known. It's best to let you roam. Roam.
I'm going to teach you how to push the buttons because there were some great comments here.
Oh, I know how to push the buttons.
See, like Dave thinks that you're really brave because you flew.
Yeah, see, I saw that.
Because flying's very scary.
Yeah, see? I can do that.
And it's a condition.
But I figured if I had touched the computer, you would have given me a look. Like, if my hands had gone there,
I would have gone.
You would have gone, yeah, I would have.
No, I wouldn't have.
So
I trust you.
I'm just gonna suggest that if I was to say, oh, I really like that song, you would say, my guess is I can't put that in the contest because the other one is kind of a slower ballady type thing. If you want to do that with Lone Star, you couldn't, right? Would you not do that with Lone Star?
I don't know.
Or would you not
No,
do
I
it
could.
because they're
I
both
could.
Stadies. We don't want to do 2 songs with states in the
I
title.
could make that. For those of you who don't know, we're trying to narrow down which 2 new songs of mine I'm going to submit to a competition. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, so I just want to say for Christian, I thought during several songs ago that wouldn't it be funny if, like, for a year I worked on playing the harmonica, and at some point I came in with like a solo.
And like had a really
And,
skilled
like,
solo,
really know how
but
to
that
do
was the only
that.
thing you could do.
And then I thought I couldn't work for a year and clap appropriately. So I do not think that is.
Do you mean with
within
my songs?
with any songs?
You can't clap on 2 and 4?
No, I clap like this.
Why?
I don't know how. Nobody.
That's
else-
interesting. I wonder if my friend Ellen is still here. Ellen, if you're here, let me know. Because I'm going to do a song. Denise requested this. Oh, Dave was saying we're brave because we took the baby on the plane. You know, I didn't know I was being brave at the time. I truly thought at some point during that flight he would take the baby.
The people were wonderful, though.
People were wonderful, and our baby was really fine.
Not me. I was a monster. But the people around us on every flight we went on, I think, were.
They recognized your condition.
No, they did. And then on the next time she went on a trip, she took her mother and left me. So that is true. Joyce went. Scott stayed home.
My mother likes to fly.
Just throwing that out there.
My mother had some comments about flying. Mom, can I quote you? Tell me if I can quote you. My mother's thoughts on flying. This is a song anyway. If Ellen's still here, I'll dedicate this to Ellen. But this is a song about stepping into yourself and just not apologizing. We can all take up space and be proud of ourselves. And
you are really taking up some space there. What do they call that?
man-spreading.
You're man-spreading. Yeah, you sure are. Look
Well-
at me. I've got one little tiny area here.
I always watched through shuttered doors, wishing that I had a pair of oars the tide would pull out and carry me, lost in the strength of the sea. I didn't know time would run, but I'm on the edge of I am. I'm on the edge of I can. I'm at the end of my rope, and God, I pray she'll flow. My mother walked a crooked mile. One crooked man stole her smile. When I looked up, all I could see, we don't have a right to set ourselves free. She didn't know time would run, but I'm on the edge of I am. I'm on the edge of I can. I'm at the end of my rope. God, I pray she'll flow. She'll flow. My daddy tried to fix her heart. He didn't have one single part. Standing in silence, it was all he could be. I think he saved his heart for me. He didn't know she'll flow.
For Ellen and Denise. All right, I'm going to quote my mother because she didn't say I could or couldn't, and she doesn't know what I'm talking about. That the first time my mother ever went on a plane was for our honeymoon, which we called a family moon. And we went to Universal, and that was the first time my mom flew on a plane, and I'm sitting next to her, and I'm sorry, Mom, stop me now if you don't want me to say this. So we're sitting there, we take off, and we're taking off, and she goes, oh, this is better than sex. Things you can't unhear. And so that's what I think of every time I think of flying and whether or not I want my mom to sit next to me on a plane. Anyway, thank you, Denise. And Tim has a point. He says he doesn't mind flying. It's the airports that stink. And it's true. I feel like I only have anxiety flying in the airport. Once I'm on the plane, I'm fine. That's me.
Not me.
Not you. Well, he just delivered me a beverage.
Came out funny colors.
It did come out funny colors. I'm trying to. Can you tell? I don't want to spill it. He put like cotton candy colors on the top. What is this?
It's the usual. It just came out. The main part came out.
It's a pineapple cocktail, everybody. Dave's laughing at my mom. Throw me some song requests. I always play things I would never think of when people request songs. Oh, yes, let's toast. Tim, let's toast. We'll do a toast to eyebrows in the air. Eyebrows in the air, anybody? So I've been trying, as I mentioned earlier, to... Okay, my mom requested a song, and it's probably the most depressing thing on the planet. I will sing that for you, Mother. I'm gonna temper it with something more uplifting first. Ken actually loves airports. I mean, I guess I can see why somebody would if you like hustle and bustle.
Well, they've got all the things you need there. They have books, electronics, they have food, hotels
That's
are generally
true.
there.
And they sell luggage at airports, and you're always like, oh, my luggage is a lot shittier than that. I should get better luggage. At least that's what I think of.
Really? That's what you think? My luggage is not as good as the airport luggage.
Yeah. They have shiny, prettier luggage. I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss, and so anyway, I've been trying to do TikTok. And I don't know how it works. The video that I put up that has the most views on it is some honeybees on a flower. I don't get it.
I know what you're doing.
I'm just feeling like doing this.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. If you're treated by a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking. For you and your homies might be lined in chalk. I really hate to trip, but I gotta look. As a crook, I see myself in the pistol smoke. For I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, singing prayers in the street light. Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Get the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the streets, so I gotta be down with the routine. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got a 10 in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a looked out gangster, sit tripping banger. And my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Been spending most their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? kitchen, but I don't know what's cooking. They say I gotta learn, but nobody's here to teach me. They can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they're frontin'. That's how I know my life is out of luck. For they're spending most of their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Been spending most of their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? I don't know where that came from. I love Coolio too.
Is it because you are the kind of G that the little homies want to be?
So it's funny. Does anyone else this happen to them? There's like a lyric in a song that just gets you so pumped up. You can feel the adrenaline rush when either the chorus really hits or that lyric happens. Do you know what I'm talking about?
You throw a Celine Dion song
For
on,
me-
I am going.
For me, that line is, I'm the kind of G the little homies want to be like.
See?
I get really into singing that line. So here's the question with that song. Should I do that as a TikTok or a YouTube video?
the other-
Would people like that?
What about the one that
don't
I
know.
request? Why do I never get to put a coin in the jukebox, Grace?
What coin would you... Did
know
you
what
hear what he just said?
Dragula-
He said that he married a jukebox he should be able to put a coin in. That's what he just said to me. What would you like to hear? Oh, I know what you want to hear.
You won't play it because you don't
So
know.
I'll give you a taste of the song he's requesting. I've got to work it up.
It's better on the piano.
It's dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Dragula. Do you know that song, Dragula, Rob Zombie? Anybody? Okay, I'm gonna do my mom's request. So is that a yes? I should do Gangsta's Paradise on TikTok and YouTube?
I think so.
I wasn't sure if I could sell it, you know? I could sell. Today I did Garden Song, inch by inch and row by row. I don't think it's going to be a big TikTok hit, though.
No.
But that's okay. I'm just learning. Oh my goodness. Look what Christian just said. Look what he just said. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi, Sarah. Don't worry about being late. And Ken knows. Okay, I will do that one for you.
Thank you.
I'll work it up. Now, to serious business. My mother, many years ago, at least 10 years ago, said to me, she said, Grace, I know which songs I would like played at my funeral. At her funeral. Who wants to think about their living mother's funeral like this? But anyway, she's got the whole program mapped out. It's gonna the big closer for her funeral is gonna be When the Saints Go Marching In. I've got to get like a Louisiana brass band thing. Is what she would like, a parade. But before that, she wants me to sing this song about a dead prostitute. There's no accounting for taste.
It's her funeral.
Yes. Just to clarify, my mother is neither of those things.
Neither dead nor prostitute.
Neither saint nor sinner.
Oh, sorry.
It's true, Christian's saying that his parents have already paid and mapped everything out. Makes life a lot easier.
For his funeral or
No, not for his funeral, I don't think.
for theirs?
I don't want to talk. This is very macabre. This is not a macabre show. Okay.
They all said Louise was not half bad. It was written on the walls and window shades, how she'd act the little girl. The deceiver, don't believe her, that's her trait. Sometimes a bottle of perfume, flowers and maybe some lace. Men brought Louise 10-cent trinkets. Their intentions were easily traced. You know, sometimes at night she'd cry, but women like Louise, they get by. Everybody thought it kind of sad when they found Louise in her room. They put her down below their kind. Still some cried when she died this afternoon. Louise rode home on a mail train, somewhere to the south, I heard them say. Too bad it ended so ugly. Too bad she had to go that way. But the wind is blowing cold tonight. So good night, Louise, good night. The wind is blowing cold tonight. So good night, Louise, good night.
Are you gonna change that? You're gonna add in, you're gonna change Louise to Joyce
No.
for the funeral? Or
No.
Are you gonna...
My mother just said THX. Now, I want to talk about this too. If you're texting someone and having a conversation, well, maybe not a conversation, but you just text someone something, and their only response to you is THX, doesn't that come off like they're kind of, I don't know, annoyed with you, grumpy? It's just so brief. Anyway, just a question for other people. My mom texted me THX the other day, and I thought, uh-oh, what did I do? It's like if someone wants to say okay, and they just text you a K. Don't do that to me.
You want the O.
Give me the courtesy of the O.
You want both letters.
That's what she said. So I had another thought about how people text. Oh, never text me and say, we need to talk, or I need to talk to you, or can we talk about something? It's so stressful. This has nothing to do with anything going on tonight. I guess I'm just wondering if anyone else has this issue. I get really anxious when people text me that.
I just yell.
I've trained him not to do that to me.
I don't do that. I just talk all the time.
You do. You talk. Dave wonders if my mom could be grumpy, and he says never, and that's funny. So, do you have a request, Scott? You haven't put in a request tonight. We've only got a couple minutes left.
No, I'll save my coins. Let other people.
He'll save his coins, guys. I have mixed feelings about this coin business. I'm not on board.
I'm gonna write my funeral set list.
No, this is not something we need to think about. Okay. Yeah, Ken, I agree with you. Or like when somebody texts you something and they just do a thumbs up on it, that doesn't seem sincere.
What is the thank you one? Is it that? Is it some version of
When you do the,
that seems like prayer, but I think it's thank
or like
you.
I'm like thoughts and prayers, or I'm thinking of you.
I think that's just thank
This
you.
is like how you can respond to texts with just a feeling. I always do a heart so that people know that I'm not grumpy.
We sound really old, I think, right now.
Do I sound old?
I don't know.
Or do you sound old? Do we sound old? I don't
think
know.
Several times you've said you're on the TikTok, I think.
I know, but I'm doing that on purpose.
Okay.
Not because I think you were. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm glad that Dave has never known my mom to be grumpy. But I think we all have a. We all can have a dark side. I think I have one. I was asking you, honey, if you had a request because I just don't know what to play next.
I thought you were gonna. Why don't you play
Aunt Janet.
Aunt Janet. Oh, so now I know.
What
you
was
can,
your
if Aunt Janet's still listening, then you can end with the the combo.
Oh, yes, I could do. I haven't done that in a long time. Aunt Janet, stick around. I'm going to close with a song for you.
You do another song that's a potential to be in the contest. Why don't
I
you
know, I'm drawing a blank.
Why don't you do one of? They're all so good, Grace.
Check this guy out. All right, Christian has a number of times tonight requested this song.
I don't know what that
Grace Morrison, the artist, wrote a song called Rusty Knife.
is. Did you really?
I sure did. I don't remember it. I feel like part of it was like, I am the owner of a rusty knife. It was, I don't know. I was trying to be rock and roll. Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. People, if you care about the people you're texting, don't do those two things.
No.
Don't thumbs up them. Don't THX them. It's not kind.
I at one point had my daughter make a series of faces, which I used as the face emojis. So when I wanted to make an expression to a person, I would just
Put the
attach
face
the
up.
picture of her face.
That's a good
making
idea.
A particular expression.
All right, if anyone's interested, Christian has a video of me singing the song Rusty Knife. I never need to see it. Oh God, he's put the link up. Okay, well, there you go, guys. If you wanted to
Oh boy.
hear this song. I know I don't want to hear it. I'm going on a limb and guessing I have bleached blonde hair in the video. Just a guess.
That's okay.
So I'm going to take that down. Oh, Tim says I'm an old soul. I'll take it. I'll take it. I truly don't know what I'm going to play right now, so
That's what came out.
that's what came out. But I can't do 2 and D.
Hey, little baby, is your daddy home? Can he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Ooh, I'm on fire.
I can't say.
Tell me now, baby, is it good to you? Can he do to you the things that I do? I can take you higher. Ooh, I'm on fire. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, cut a 6-inch valley in the middle of my heart. I wake up at night with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head, and only you can cool my desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Ooh, I'm on fire.
I love that song, and that's my song that I always play when I don't know what else to play. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. It means a heck of a lot to me. Do I sound like an old person when I phrase it that way?
What?
It means a heck of a lot to me.
No.
Are you the wrong person to ask? Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He picks on me all the time, guys. I don't want you to think that I'm atrocious. He picks on me all the time. So this is a song for Aunt Janet. I didn't write any of it, but I did put the pieces together.
That's true.
I did that. If you use YouTube and you want to subscribe to me, please do, because I've got a whole bunch of videos. I've been putting out at least one new one a week.
Yep, you got your Patreon.
I do have a Patreon where you can hear new songs before anybody else does. And you can also private message me or comment on this later if you have thoughts about which of my newest songs I should use for this contest.
I mean, personally, for me,
Yes.
if people would join your Patreon, even at a bottom level,
Yeah.
then you would have more people giving you opinions on new songs. It would release some of the burden.
It would take some of the
that
burden away
sits
from
on
him.
my shoulders.
So in conclusion, I write new songs all the time, and because I don't have real people in person to play them for to get a feel for if they're good or not, I text them all to him, and most of the time he doesn't respond or acknowledge receipt of the text. So what he's saying is, if you join my Patreon, it will take the pressure off because you'll hear them, you can comment, and I won't text them to him. Is that what you're getting at?
Well, not so abruptly, but
But that's the point. I'm trying to be succinct.
okay.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where in purple hue the Highland hills we view, and the moon shining out from the gloaming.
Say hello, everybody. Can you say hello?
He's got the
Hello.
whole rock star thing going on here.
He does. He's got a look.
No shirt, suspenders,
He's got a look.
harmonica, singing his own song.
And I just want to clarify. Dave said we're real people watching, but what I meant was just that it's hard to try new songs out when you don't have people right in front of you to like gauge their reaction on their faces, and watch their feet. And so having you guys here has been really, really helpful this year. Anyway, are you singing a song about your fingers? Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for hanging out. He's singing and playing right now. The Finger Family. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Please, if you haven't already, like my Facebook page or follow me on YouTube or TikTok. Grace Morrison Music on TikTok. Tim has got the ideas.
That's a good one.
Guys,
I'll go with that. Yeah.
I am going to work this up. How do you talk to an angel? It's like trying to catch a falling star. Yes, good one, man.
Nice.
Good one. I got you. So if anyone has a request, you can message me or comment. I'm looking for all kinds of different requests for YouTube video ideas. And I will see you next Monday night. I have got, wait for it. I'm just double checking because I don't want to be wrong. I've got Auburn on here on next Monday. Auburn is the singer-songwriter who inspired me to do this in the first place. She's really, really fun. You're going to love her. So I will see you next Monday at 7 with Auburn. Good night.